So if you're a longtime viewer or reader, you're probably familiar with Austin here. Not for this car, surprisingly enough. You may remember the RB26 swapped Subaru WRX hatchback. Did I get all that right?
Yep, that's correct.
This year, he's back with something special here in the Toyo Treadpass. Ironically enough, now it is Subaru powered.
Yep, so this is my 1976 Porsche 911. We did the Midnight Purple 3 paint, did the Subaru EJ25 swap. The tough part was, sourcing Porsche parts and learning the differences between 911, 964, and just everything. That a lot of stuff is universal from one Porsche generation to the next, but some isn't. And then of course, anytime you just search 911 parts, well, any and every 911,
you get a million options.
But otherwise, it's a fun learning process. A lot of time went into it, and it turned out great. Yep. So there's a lot of sponsors, a lot of the partners that really made the build happen. And it worked out great that this is my duct into the radiator. It worked out good to put them front and center because they deserve the recognition as well.
And you worked with Jon Sibal, which is really sick.
Yeah, Jon did the renderings a few years ago for me, and they're almost identical to what.
Yeah, I know his policy is the car should look better than the renderings at the end of the day, and honestly, it really does.
Yeah, so of course the work, the Meisters, the M1s with the bronze anodized lips, and I think it's the matte graphite faces. Went with the TBK bumpers imported from Japan. They were extremely hard to get my hands on.
Best part of this car.
Yeah, that's.
What are you doing for suspension?
The Elephant Racing complete setup, their coilover conversion, has their GT3 set up front, so all CNC'd aluminum components with spherical bearings, so no bushings or anything like that. So the car is going to handle absolutely amazing once I'm ready to get it out on the road.
No doubt. And then I was looking at the interior just now. I'd walked by it yesterday and not really taken in. I see the awesome purple stitching to match. What else is going on in there?
Yeah, so with the interior, I kind of wanted to match the outside of the car. That it's just clean, simple, nothing over the top.
Last but not least, one of the highlights of the build, I just noticed the rear window with the intercooler venting on top. That is pretty badass.
Yeah, so of course, most guys that do the turbo Porsches, like even the 930 turbos, the intercooler sits under the rear deck.
Right.
That's why there's vents in the rear deck. We didn't want to hide the motor, so we tucked it inside underneath and made the duct window. But yep, you can see the EJ25. It's basically an STI motor, IEG 900 block. Did all vibrant titanium, done by Justin from Neverlift Auto Fab. And then the cool part is, since the motor is flipped 180 degrees, we had to run a reverse ring and pinion in the transmission. Which is cool because it's an off-the-shelf reverse ring and pinion that guys normally use for the Volkswagen Bugs and Vanagons.
Oh, that's right. Okay. That's
so
cool.
Some guys have done it here in Porsches as well, but to my knowledge, kind of not to this level.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate.
It's gonna be a really fun car.
Man, honestly, from front to back, it looks really incredible. The fabrication is beautiful, as we always expect to see from you guys. So
yeah, honestly, I gotta give a lot of credit to Mike from Quality Custom Rides. His shop executed most of the build. Of course, all the bodywork, all the paint you can see,
right?
All the functionality of the build, like they absolutely killed it.
Even down to the hardware, everything is immaculate.
Yeah, hardware, dress-up bolts, all their titanium hardware. It really sets it off.
Man, this is easily one of my favorites of SEMA. You've done it once again. So,
I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks a lot for your time, man.
No, thank you.
Pleasure.
I appreciate it.